So, as you come to the market, your goal as a new trader is to mainly focus on smaller moves, small chunks. Your goal is to grab small chunks from the market, maybe like, 10 pips here, 15 pips there, 20 pips here, 25 pips there, and really increase confidence in getting those moves. Now, when you're looking at these smaller moves, you're going to notice that these smaller moves are mainly volume-based moves that only happen at pre-London, London Open, pre-New York, New York Open, NYSE, London Close, Asian Open sometimes, right? So as your confidence grows in grabbing these small moves, naturally, you start to look at stuff that, okay, if you're grabbing a volume-based move starting at London Open and you're closing the trade, and after the fact, you do see that that move actually continued on into your pre-New York and New York Open, you start to ask questions that, okay, if this move really did continue on till that session later on, how could you have participated or how could you have capitalized on that move? So the answer is simple. You start to experiment with small lot sizes, right? Like with small volume sizes. So what you do is, and that's exactly what I did. Once you really start to see that there are bigger moves happening or formulating at like your pre-London, your London Open, your pre-New York and New York Open, and they do continue on till London Close or NYSE Open, you start to see that, okay, maybe I'm gonna exploit this move with a smaller lot size. Let's say your regular lot size is one lot, and you're gonna say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna experiment with this on a 10-cent lot, like that's maybe 10% of your regular volume size. And if that does play out, your confidence grows a little bit, right? And the next time you do the same, and you do the same, and then you start to understand that, okay, even though if you're trying to execute on these higher volume-based moves, there's a probability that it will continue on running, right? In my case, there's a small probability that my runners do run. Most of them do get stopped out, and that's just the fact. And the ones which do continue running, they continue on towards 150 pip trades, 100 pip trades. I've yet to get a 200 pip trade, but inshallah that's gonna happen. So that's the thing, right? Start off with smaller lots, small position sizes, start off with smaller targets, and as you get confident in those smaller targets, then experiment with larger targets or with larger trades with smaller lot size, because the key is not to grab big moves. The key is to be confident enough to execute on a potential move, right? That's the key, confidence. And confidence comes with winning. Confidence comes with executing and then studying that, okay, if something did play out, how you could have exploited it more or capitalize on it more. If something that did not play out, what could you have done differently, right? A lot of people don't look at the losing trades and ask questions. What was there something you could have done differently? Right? That's very important because that's where you're gonna have most of your learning. Courses, stuff like that. Those are only going to provide you the tools to actually read the market, the candles, stuff like that. But learning from the losses are going to tell you more about yourself, what you missed as an individual in the markets, right? So moving on, do experiment with bigger moves, lower lot sizes, gain confidence, and then with confidence, naturally, your risk is going to go up. As your risk goes up, your monetary returns do get bigger as well. Good luck.